Rio Squad ke khopela le ba support ba re ira podcast ngwe bana ba bolela maga mo yona mara re dira le seo. Oh.
Now you know what it is. Your boy Focus King. We are right back, like never gone. Right back, us back, right back. You know what it is. Thank you for tuning in and loving us, choosing us today. We are here with Mr. 3D, the DJ himself, an artist, and I can say a producer,
yeah,
and a dancer too. So hey, today we're gonna speak multi-talento, aka used to say. Maji, what up?
My dog.
I'm
happy to be here, dog. I'm happy to be here. You know, it was hectic. Yeah, it was a hectic week. But yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, Maji.
Just happy to be here. Dog.
Yeah, man, and thank you for being here too. Thank you for allowing us to have in our presence. You know, yeah, we so honored to have you, Maji. So yeah, man, we're gonna speak entertainment, Vandag.
Yeah.
Whenever I start with the podcasting thing or with the questioning, interviewing, I just love us to start to like with business, you understand? Yeah, but today we can just hit on your background to understand with him. What does the 3D coming from, man? Because it's mathematical and a lot of designs when they are 3D, that means they are perfect. They are live kind of, you know, realistic. 3D is validating to us, you know, are realistic. So I want us to know and to tell us what 3D we have.
3D we are. It's like a Limpopo, ne?
Sure.
I don't know if it's a Limpopo.
Sure.
It's a Limpopo. 3D, the name I got it from one of my friends back then. I don't know where it came from, but it just. It's regular something, and I was like, man, that one is my name. That one. And that was around 2004. 2004, dog.
Hey, it's what has been in the game. You've never changed from then.
Yeah, that time I was just DJing for my friends every time. Because I was like maybe the only one who had a computer or the only one that people knew that I have a computer. So I studied the software, also I did virtual DJ. So I just used to mix for my friends because negro said me to do these things. So I'm sorry, So yeah, that guy gave me that name and then I ran with it. And then ever since.
So now for me, I know you as a hip hop DJ, and I want to know what from the upcoming from since you were young, whether you were into the hip hop industry or maybe you started with that and that. Because if you can check, Limpopo it's mostly known for the music that we Combo, Amanyalo. So vele, how did you come up into knowing what this sound, the hip hop?
So. Yeah, you know, like a lot of people, they would say, "Well, yeah, I grew up in a musical family." I grew up in a musical family, but they were just listeners of the music. They weren't producers. They were not DJs. They just like playing music. So my uncles used to play hip hop. I was Snoop Dogg, Tupac, you know, the likes. So one of my uncles used to play Oliver Mtuguzi. Jazz type, you know, those ones. I was
classics,
Book Sage, Kwaito, you know those ones. So I grew up in that, and then I was the different one. I myself used to play house music for myself because of maybe it was because of my surrounding. So I used to play house music, tribal music, you know, deep house, all that. Even when I started DJing, I started DJing with house music for a long time. For commercial house, you know, and then hip hop came when you just understand hip hop, you just know hip hop, but it wasn't my favorite genre. And then came Abu Lil Wayne, and then Lil Wayne just put something in here. And then I started paying attention because of the wordplay and all that. And then I started paying attention. I was like, oh, this is interesting. I can actually learn about life in like 3 minutes. You know, I was like, okay, then I'm gonna stick with this one. And then I started listening to hip hop, and then I fell in love with hip hop. But then I started DJing hip hop after like a long time, because the reception was weird when you started playing hip hop. But then I started doing that normally when I started going to taverns to play when I was like 18. It was like 2008, I think. And then I started going to taverns to play. I wasn't drinking. And then I played. And then I started mixing house music with hip hop.
Okay.
That's when I started jumping into hip hop a bit. And then, the reception was getting.
Because
now we are getting artists. People want to try hip hop now because they are hearing it. Where I'm from, because where I'm from is like the most quiet place in like the world.
Sure.
So even now it's still the same. That's how I grew up, and then that's how I got into the hip hop scene. I think I answered that.
Yeah, you did answer that. So I want to know, because a lot of people, when they listen to hip hop, you get interested, and it excites you to a point where you even want to compete. You want to take a pen and put yours on the paper. So DJing, I hear you, but haven't you been in a state where you wanted actually to be the sound that you want to hear, or to deliver something on people's ears at some point?
In terms of like production and all that.
Being an artist, rapping, actually.
I didn't think of that. Actually, people that I'm surrounded with, those are the ones that say, do this. But I know I like, I believe in like, let's just say you are a good rapper. I don't know how to rap. I'm gonna let you do it because of your good idea. I'm not gonna do it because of I can see that you can do it. No. It's for you, it's not for me. I can DJ, you can't DJ. True. I do what I do, you do what you do. If you wanna do it, if you wanna do what I do, you can do it. But it shouldn't be something say like you do it because of someone else is doing it. Yeah, you gotta do it because of you really wanna do it. I don't really wanna rap. I don't really wanna. I think I have like 2 songs. But they're old songs, so it's just peer pressure and do it. And I was like, give me 4 lines, I'll do it. Just because of but I'm not an artist. I like putting people out there. I don't like putting myself out there like that. Now I'm doing it because of I have a child. I have to feed a child. I have to do it. I have to do it the business way. But then I isn't really that. But I can't be an artist. I wanna be. I like being. I'm good at being a dancer because I don't have to use my voice. I can just entertain. But I can't be an artist and deliver art with my voice.
Man. I think that's why they've categorized the whole thing, because you gotta know your position.
You gotta know your position. That's why there's teamwork. When you're a team, there's a podcast like this, as soon as you grow, you're gonna need someone to hold another camera and another camera, someone to fix the lights, someone to you're gonna need someone to do your makeup. You can't do makeup. He can't do the lights. Someone must be in that department. Someone must be in that department. That's how it is. That's how I take it. That's why I'm not an artist. I don't want to be an artist. That's the reason why.
So now you are a DJ, and then where does dancing comes in now?
Dancing is something that I started before everything else. Before DJing, before everything else, because I was dancing from crèche, primary. I used to go to tournaments. I won a lot, but and then that time I was slim. That time I was. Even running, I was always number 1. But everything changed after, and then I lost a lot of interest when I gained weight because life was just different. Little body changes when when I gained weight, and I lost interest in dancing because I couldn't do a lot of things that I used to do when I was 10. Because the gaining weight thing happened fast. And I was like, what's up? And then the nigga is big. And then I let that change. I want no more. And then I actually never told this story, but yeah, you know what happened?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was dancing, and then you know when you are slim, you can do a lot of things. You can climb whatever. Yeah, that time I normally car.
Backflip.
Yeah, I normally car, and then this other nigga was shaking his car. I want to go fast, and then I broke my hand. When I broke my hand, it was this one actually. When I illustrate this one.
Sure.
Yeah, so when I broke my hand, and then I got hospital, and then came to hospital, I think a month and a week, and then I never find each you know, it's food and you sleep. Food,
yeah, you sleep.
Food, you sleep.
So for the whole month?
Yeah, for the whole month. They got that in a way. I need to get new clothes. Finding one something very different, you know. Except I was 13 to 14, you know, like now I'm different. What's like different? You told me that but all well different. Now, what I would say the same. You know, even now, just because of this size, people take me different in a way like what
yeah,
just because of Omuki. I'm like, oh dog. Maybe I'm old, but come on, dog.
Yeah, still me.
If you give me no go something why? Why is it that? Why is it one side? Yeah, look at change from there. And then dancing, I brought it back. Came on a TikTok. And then the influencer about it. When you used to dance like a lot, you used to win like everything. Why not do it like you were doing it like back then? Even if you see me dance, you're gonna say if I do a challenge, I'm gonna do that one move and then the other move is me. Anyway, when I dance, I give practice and then I shoot. I just put the camera down. You know, level like video. If I hear a song and then it's nice, and then I shoot my camera and then I dance, I post. I don't even look at it. If I don't be like photos, I wanna get touch, I'll post, and then I do another one, and then I post.
Just like that,
and then I move on, and I get content. And then the next thing I was like, I think it was last year October. 2024, TikTok I just went 14K. I'm like 14K one day. Another one 13K. 13K. The followers 500. I'm like 500 from 49 followers. 500 again one day. Another day 1K. I'm like, hey. I'm like, okay, yeah, Jemada. I push your content. I've realized something, or if when you're consistent with TikTok, like people like the TikTok push like automatically just because of your consistent and we are like you will learn like it's in your bio also. Even if you don't put hashtag, the video is just gonna
algorithm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't even have to sponsor a video or anything. It just goes. And then no man, consistency. Consistency, and then I followers start milestone I get 2K, and then I go to 2K by December. No more 2 point something, I'm going up to 3K, but then no goal again, get 10K. Sure, in a way, I'm way different. You know, I no longer want to do videos the same way in India and nothing. Sure. Now it's like now I have to up my game because of now. I didn't accept the interviews.
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't because I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a plan.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so now the plan.
It's here.
It's here.
So you gotta work. So I'm understanding the whole thing. So now we're taking back to your life when you started DJing. Now you're doing this because you love it. You're not being getting allowed to go outside and DJ outside. You know. Yeah. So now. Bao dumela or you can go maybe by age. Your age
18.
Oh, Tomoto.
Yeah.
Okay, you are 18 now, you start gigging. Yeah. I wanna know your first.
They initially didn't allow it. I just allowed it myself.
Oh, to say
that's all it. It's all the first day.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I used to do. From the age of 18 until 2021. That's when I started going out Kalabati.
Yeah.
But 18, 19, still, that's what like, it wasn't something that was comfortable, that's all, but then they knew what I'm going out, but I didn't want them to see what I'm going out.
Yeah, for virtue of respect.
Yeah. Even when I smoke, they know this nigga has been smoking for like 10 years, man. They've never seen me smoke. Never. Unless if could call one bona, oh I should, but nago bona so kisol kwai or go to or whatever happy whatever. So one so never. Be so one never. I can never allow it. They can smell it, but they will never see me do it because of this thing that day.
Yeah.
And it's normal for me.
And that's the very right. They hit got discipline. Yeah. So yeah, man. Now you are allowed. You allowed yourself to go out.
Yeah.
What's that thing you would say? And I know what fees when after DJing or playing your first or whatsoever. Maybe you let's say few, and then after that you realize that I know I'm a hit now.
No, I didn't. I haven't. Even now, I didn't. I don't like one other time still I tell myself that, but that is happening like recently, maybe this 5 years or so. But then that time, I next to Buzubel. No, I was just playing,
doing your own thing.
I was just doing my thing. Like I used to have my laptop. Bushiu with more time on a district light. So I'm so fit of Chimunya Batu. And it's late, around past 9. I have a gig at 10 o'clock. Everyone uses their laptop on time. And now I'm a resident. So when there's a big event, you have to come prepared. So now it's past 9. I get jump back. So it was hectic, Mara. That time when we were hectic, I get excited because to back again. Because of I'm prepared.
Yeah.
But then little you want to lose when you grow up. If like you do things for fun, you can do it for fun when you are there. But we do that time they said Jambis, there's a lot of opportunities. If it was back then and TikTok was there, obvious. No story to say.
Sure.
No different. I was so dedicated, but then came one know. That time it was fun for me. And even when I was in the dark, I wasn't scared. I was just focused. So nothing was bothering me. So now, like the life that I had back then is the one that I'm living now.
So like your first gig, it was when like can't patela so.
Even I don't know who patela so. It was a term hey, I don't know what they can thank you. This other day, something going and then randomly pizza and the couple of one night bought a house in an I can thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. And then I'm patel logi for myself. And then I went out with my girlfriend at that time. It would just make my weekend like relax. It was December. So that was nice for me. I can't tell or go guy. But I don't feel I'm therapy. And then I'm better logi. Everything was sorted. I just went there, got let her high, and then okay, get this person from far. There was a pool and everything, and I went out. That was nice, dog. I was like, hey, all this for just mixing two songs. I was like, this is dope. That's when I was like, okay, maybe there's something here. But then after that, everything crumbled, dog. And then, like I'm saying, you realize later why you didn't really crumble because there was no God involved. Everything, I'm telling you, there was no gig because I just couldn't wait. But then one of the obstacles Di nyaka modimo, di nyaka gore wena o kry potso gore wena o ja game, o ka se loke. So ha ona le tse di realize later. Na lo tsaka ne di rana for nna le batho ba ne ke na le bona mo coffee le nna, but then me I didn't see a lot. I just have to go life here and and then for me to see things and then go on. Okay, sharp. I could have actually done this, and the only thing I should have done was just involve God in everything, and everything. But then yeah, life turns around and then you get to see. I give up going. Oh, every time. Yeah, until you pay attention. Yeah, and then that's what it was. Yeah. That was my paying gig. That was my satisfying gig, dog. Yeah, I can't forget that one. Every time if I go home to the book, but then the funny thing was I never find her. Yeah, but yeah, it's just the rule yeah.
So I wanna know. I'm getting now center fit Wagiga, you play, and then you get to a certain stage. About Buka Mono Sanahani, which stage? So Killing was Namel, and you were like, hey, next I expect to Kafika. You know, a lot of things when you, when you grow, man, there's no way you can say, no, I'm gonna have one man show, go stadium. But until you reach there, you'll be like, this thing here hits. So which stage was that for you?
E2.
Sure.
When I laid this other event, I don't think it's still around, but I hope it is. But it came on top of first in Limpopo. That one was amazing. But then it doesn't top this other one. It was like my first outside gig.
Sure.
And I was headlining there. So it was
DJ
Day for Goosebumps. So I'm headlining here, and that time I'm with, but we were like, I want to work with. There was this other lady, Her Majesty Hazel.
I know her.
You know her? Yeah, Hazel, Her Majesty. Yeah, that one was my friend from primary, high school. So I'm polluting Daniel, and then for the fact that like, but look at down and then the place was packed, and I didn't know what I could. And the place was packed, and I even performed DJ. I even performed that time. That was the time we get our house music. And the crazy part of the person who I don't support that it was Optimist. And that's one of my best friend Blessing. You know Optimist?
I don't know him.
Optimist, you guys need to check out Optimist because
it's too much.
It's crazy because even now he's here. Mara is like the hit makers. He's one of like the hit makers, Pinaya Noya, Barking Loto. That's him.
Sure, we'll check with the team.
Yeah, one time like but how we are Joe like nylon supporters and then now what people are seeing now that's what I saw. And they didn't know that Tamanaka is here and one hyper and now I see the superstar already or demand.
Kiko.
Yeah, like who is or no I get them to go France. Like you go Brazil. What? You're gonna let Tyler out here. You call Tyler. What the fuck? It's like it's crazy. You know what? Okay, I demand on the Tyler live video. The biggest superstar. It's like little thing they're motivating. True, dog. One side you gotta keep going. I want to tell you second, you motivate. One side I even forget the question, bro. I even forgot the question.
Nah, you get the stage. You just mentioned the stage. Before you entered in this the whole scene. Sure, we'll check him out, man. So I wanna know. Okay, you've already mentioned the person that you worked with, of which is the person that you were looking up to. And then now is a colleague coming out since you were young to say, Enkabale Black Coffee, on the same headline, or it's gonna be okay. So I wanna know that kind of a person when who was it when you were coming up to say DJ Maporis on the same slot or opening for who?
It was euphonic, dog.
Euphonic.
Euphonic.
Yeah,
coming up it was euphonic. No, it's like whoa. I recommend this guy. It was DJ Dimples coming hip hop, but then he passed on. Yeah, he passed on, and then a lot of people passed on. But I looked up to, but Shinza, I looked up to Shinza a lot when I was my come up as like a learner. Because I feel like I'm still coming up, but as a learner, I looked at Shins and dreadlocks and all that shit. So those are the people that I looked up to. We look like I want to share a stage with. I'd like to share a stage with. Like I would love to be a DJ for an artist, like a bigger artist, just to show like to perform with the artist and all that. I don't wanna hold the mic, dog. So I tried MCing that December, but it was pop for me. And people liked it, but for me it was like, hey, this one is too much.
It's
too much.
MC.
Now you have to dance. Now you have to use your voice.
You have to keep the stage hot.
Yeah.
And
you have to talk.
It's okay. Me, I'm chill. So I want to know, because you are doing dancing and at the same time you are a DJ. Does these things do not overwhelm you as much as you like them, but they're kind of a lot of work? Don't you think you have once opted to have a manager or something like that?
And I really need a manager. I say manager, I need someone who's gonna understand me, and I'm open to being that person, that understandable person, but I just want someone who's gonna give me that motivation. We're working. I want to feel like I'm like a real brand, I can make myself feel that way, but sometimes, as one, you feel demotivated, wow, you feel like, yes, there's a lot, which is something that I feel like a lot of us need, not only me, like everyone, even but podcast, not even only the artists.
We do have a manager.
I know, I've seen that, but also I'm like, ish. Manager, I need a manager. I know how to text I'm from the World podcast. You want to confirm on Twitter? I'm like, this is nice because this is kokasi on top, and these people have people that are contacting me. It's not like the person I'm like, but I'm like, there's still a manager contacting. Whereas when now we see someone who reach also, and then it's nice, it's motivating. I don't even need to these people I don't want to hear of experience. Get experience it. No to hear gain experience. It's gonna get them somewhere.
Because you know why? Because sometimes as a arena, obvious in a situation. So me calling you as a Joe, it will feel like a favor. I understand. So just to put it to show you her end on me, I respect you. As in, I wouldn't just call and say, hey, Joe, it has to be something professional to show with hey, Joe, we value you and this we wanna do it with you. You understand? So that's why I say, because you're already a brand, man. You need to have your brand. As the book, you need to have your brand on par, and someone who will tell you with Antoine, you're slacking here, your match does not go well because now people have another trend, because as a person, as a brand, you look onto something that's here to say, well, now I want to see myself there, but people, they demand a lot. So manager is the person not from outside to say, hey, well, now you're slacking, now people buy the video, ka teaspoon when you sign like a phone, you understand? So that's one of the things, just to add spice on your brand, to say, hey Baba, you gotta get up. And sometimes if you're having that person or being transparent enough, that's someone that you say you want them to push you, because then we need to be pushed, to tell you the truth. Administration need to buy. You understand? You are an artist, you need a gig. You need a gig, you have gigs, you can't manage when the only thing you have to practice and get your thing straight, you know, with Menfika Danyo, Ulala, you have to practice your dances. Okay, gigi, music, dance when I get there. So you need someone who just administrate with XA3D. Remember, the one that you are going to, it's the DJ Yinka 11:30. Except DJ 3D 11:30, I need you to be ready. Except 3D Asva. You understand? So, because you already have a lot to do, have a lot to rehearse, to practice, you know. So yeah, and to me, I've seen your TikTok. I was like, and in my mind, I was like, maybe unani manager, because hence you've mentioned the consistency. The consistency is too much. You understand? So. Now, because we are entering into a space where we see like Ama event buyer INZ, what they've been, you know, launching a lot of events. So I want to know which events in all these ones that we have, your Cotton Fest, your what about Dino Cafe, like see, which one do you want to see yourself in before you go back to business?
Cotton Fest.
Cotton Fest, okay.
Yeah, because it's one of those events that you will see, you know, artists that are coming up, you know, artists that you don't really see on mainstream and so on. Yeah, it's like it's something that solidified on we see even though it cannot be as we want it, but they're still trying though. Like there's like 2 stages sometimes, or 3. Now you got the banker, you got the what, and then there's like no artist together. There's like artists that we don't really see on stage. They want to go SoundCloud, whatever, one time. So like it's still not enough. But yeah, that's why I got at the Cotton Fest. I've never been there, but yeah, that's the event that I like. I like the most because of the content there. It gives you the whole thing to see what so yeah, there's just a lot of content in that. Over interested the whole time. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. By
push up, so do you have someone that you mentor as an upcoming DJ, or as an always being inspired by you, or maybe some people that you manage in the industry?
I for now I manage System, the one, but it's not really that thing of, it's not really like that official thing. It's just me helping out on some way I can. So sometimes I feel like you know, when the artist hit you up for a feature, there's some people already hit you up, but you give them a feature, they don't push the song, they don't do nothing for the song, and you put in the energy. And sometimes I'm pissed off when that happens, and then I'm like, dog, just send them to me, and then I'll check them out if their music is popping, if they even deserve a feature with you. And then I'm gonna tell you what I think, and then you're gonna tell me what you think before I get back to that meeting. And then that's like, I was like, I think that is management. And then,
true.
And then we confirmed it. Well, okay, let me just do this for you, and then I can't find you gigs because I can't even find gigs for myself. So I'm just gonna push how I can, and then when we find an official manager, someone who really knows about the job, and then maybe they can also help me out. They can also help all of us out because we're actually trying to put in this team, Kokasi, the videographer, our insensitives, Excel Clay, our enforcer. Yeah, there's a lot of us too. So I'm sure you saw it. That's what we're trying to push. We're trying to like push like a group that way. And then if someone comes into the group, we're just gonna push. They just gotta understand that this is what we are doing, because we've been trying to do groups. They fell apart. Groups, they fell apart. All of us. And then now it's like it just happened organically. We're making songs together, a lot of songs, and then it's like we're gonna move that way now. So now No, that is the way. That's what we on. That's what I'm on.
Man.
Yeah, but when it comes to management, yeah, I'm managing system one, and yeah, that's how we are pushing.
Man.
Yeah.
Cause in this industry, man, I think, and this is the thing that I always preach with it, you gotta at least have someone that you impart them with your skills, with your whatever. Cause even as a person, hold it down, system will call you and be like, oh, Mr. 3D, this is not you understand?
And I also do the same.
Yeah, so it does not come to someone who's there, but black coffee, they can't see you, you understand? So you just gotta have someone who's always by the back and to push you ahead and stuff and stuff. So yeah, man, do you have any match, or do you have anything kind of a brand that you're setting, maybe even if it's not match, anything that you are selling as a brand?
I have a brand, Mellow Moms. That one is like, it's a brand that I just made for myself. If I print it, I'm just gonna wear it myself. I don't wanna. It's something that if I say I'm selling 350, it's because of someone influenced me to do it. But me, I'm doing it for myself. I just feel like if I want something to go big, I have to wear it myself and then be known with it all the time. And that's when people gonna want it, and I'm just gonna print it for you and give it to you. But then I'm not that brand that's gonna sell. Like, I just want it to be organic. Like, if I like this Buddha t-shirt, I'm gonna be like, Joe, I need that t-shirt. And you're gonna know, okay, that nigga wants a t-shirt. And you know I'm gonna wear it. Because I saw it on you. So obviously I liked it, I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna go just because of this trending. No. So yeah, that's what I'm pushing. The Mellow Moms, and then I like wearing local, bro. This is GVC. Well, when I started it's been like this for like a year. Azanga yazama since you know so. Did me ngarke enkema izama, you know so. Yabo. Kemfana mo ngira di printing go kasi. Ngona di message go from which I. So naganira di zonatse fe. Local fair. Local fair.
Very
cool. Kya para akama le tenga ko ko. Kya artist le ono wa opela el sosa. So it's like you kasi fair.
So is there anything that you, before we can close, that you wanna say to people, maybe as a token of message or appreciation?
I feel like there's a lot I wanna say, but I feel like we need to start working together, like on a serious note. Like a lot of people, we need to start working together, especially Pretoria, especially Mamelodi. And if you look, let me not mention it, but a lot of people are working together, dog. I don't know about but I don't want to focus on the negative. Let's take out the positive and working together. When we work together, we learn a lot. So, Mamelodi, let's plan it together. Example because of Lozeri 2 million Monkasi as well as flop or too much. You flop body 2 million too much. So yeah. The little Tika job I don't know better maybe. One sort of like it's like hey Joe, we can't promote evil with evil. One side. Yeah, like hey, they get worse because of lower trauma change over worse. It's like Gregisanya open and then
and so another thing, like have you ever been in a chapter as an artist, growing where like overly the distraction stage? Because if you're an artist, man, fame comes with a lot of distractions, temptations at your gigs or performer. So DJ 3D. So how do you deal with such things?
When it comes to
Banyana, Ontara, and yeah, because you don't know for Banyang, but then Banyana 3D.
Yeah.
So yeah, and what were the worst scenarios that you may point out when it comes to that?
I've never had like hectic scenarios when it comes to women in the entertainment. It also goes back to how I grew up also. I've never had a girl one. I've never took out a girl woman I think I've never so when it comes to that one, my life is not interesting because next I focus on and I didn't realize that I wasn't focused on girls. And I was just doing my thing. Never. Ever.
So what happens when like we credit text it's Abanyana and stuff?
Online I used to play around a lot because you know some people can approach you but yeah, I've never had a dramatic life or laugh life. Camera entertainment or distract in a way. It's just that now I have a daughter so yeah, that one as a distraction, but it came as a lesson. It was a distraction at first because of it's the first time Mara, yeah, in a lot of ways so yeah, that was the only thing that I encountered in my career. I've never had this problem. I've never been in a fight because of Wanyana. Let's go to primary, go to high school, but in my life.
Hey, because a lot of I could imagine, Joe, because you've been doing this from since day one, understand? So ikasu famous, and the scandals. But it's good that that you were clean, you understand? Because a lot of us went through such. You would find them inbox to people and me nothing.
Yeah, it just depends on how you handle it.
So yeah, I wanna know now, maybe you were to find such inboxes, you understand? How would you handle like that thing? Because
I'm always friendly. My approach will just show you, I know here they don't want that. My approach will just it's something say so defined now. Okay, this guy is after this and this and that. My approach will be if go at some point you might help me out to carry photo shoot, go to video and all that, and then maybe I should get to know you. Maybe that's what you want also. That's how we don't hit on girls because of what can you offer in terms of art and all that, and then what can we use more when it comes to art going forward, and then relationship, everything can develop after if we like each other. Depends on
connects.
Are we gonna mix that with that or you gotta think of those things. But when it comes to drama, I just like girls when it comes to working with them because of they also have that thing. Let's do it. They all have that thing. You know, when you even have a girlfriend, you know, when you have an interview, Papa, she's gonna wake you up early. That kind of a thing. That's how. That's what I want them for. In the relationship, they always ruin things at the end. So it's never safe. Never safe unless maybe it adds towards your career when it comes to like speculations and what and
you love that kind of life.
And also if you can handle that kind of life also. So now I like my relationships private. Back then I used to think posting your person is dope when people compliment and don't, but I prefer my relationship private. I prefer to have my family in private, in private, remove our way in private. People can know what they know, but they can know 99.9, but they cannot know 0.1 in
sure.
Yeah. Like vice versa, I'm cool. It's covered as our relationship always is out there. No, they just gotta see you, okay, well, like a couple of age, and then you post a nice picture, and that's it. They don't have to know what you guys are planning.
So I wanna know, man, Rico Mamsi, and then there are a lot of artists, I understand, they have a lot of artists we have. So for now, who's that artist you can say Lo has the wave, Lo is doing the most and might be his chance with the Apumikas?
Only one, eh?
You can state, let me give you 3 so that you can,
Yeah, if you say 3, I can say El Sosa. El Sosa from Mekas, CSMS, Mapeshan. Also System the One. Now for me, it's someone that I'm working with, so obviously I'm gonna mention him because there's a lot there. There's a lot there, and then I can say King Nova, Slim Fat. There's a bunch of them, but King Nova, that man is working. Yo.
Sure.
Yeah, but yeah, King Nova. Yeah.
So what's that can we expect like from you as an artist in upcoming months, or just any day from today after?
Any day from today, let's just say I'm gonna drop an album. I have a lot of features from Pretoria, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, hopefully out of this country. But yeah, we are 90% there. And yeah, I'm just gonna drop a hip hop project. And then yeah. Going forward, I'm just gonna adventure into other things. Me personally, I'm just gonna adventure into other things. And I'm just gonna bring in that home flavor, the Compo flavor. Like let's say maybe we add some hip hop in it,
And it can play well.
Yeah, because I think now is time, because if you look at it in a very honest way, Amapiano is coming to that point where house music has came. But again, house music has a diversity. There's hip hop that sounds like house music because of samples and all that. Amapiano we have slow piano, those slow ones. I would say there's kukung, there's Amapiano in it, and then there's Kwaito flavor. Amapiano comes from Kwaito because of the samples. But then now there's Lukompo, which doesn't come from anything. One time. It's very original that it can turn into R&B, hip hop and all that, but still it hasn't been done. The only person who has done that is King Monada. His own way. He even have a name for his sound. One time. So
what's that name?
I think it's Bolo music or something like that. And then there's Lukompo. Now Lukompo go Makati and our Master KG on time, the pioneers of the new age on time. So yeah, I feel like Lukompo has a lot of potential. People just need to find that thing because there's a lot of quality in that sound. Yeah, there's a lot of rawness also. Yeah, so people can capitalize on that because of quality always wins, man. Because come hip hop better quality, like sampling kills the songs on top. Sounds like Lagamana or something. But then Lukompo is on top. It's loud, you can hear it perfectly. Every percussion, everything you can hear it. So I feel like adventuring into Lukompo, it's something that I'm looking forward to, and then obviously bringing in the guys from hip hop or their talent, because whatever hip hop, they know how to do a lot of things. On top, you can see it in the piano space on top. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to after dropping a project. And yeah, I'm also wanna shoot my podcast on top. Yeah, and just have normal conversations with people on top. Yeah.
So yesterday, me and Sbuda, we had like a conversation with regards to amateur. I don't see a lot of cherries, Joe, guys, who are pushing something. Do you have like maybe a bunch of cherries that maybe you might recommend, like Abayenza something, or you might anything show with this one and that one and that one? Because
I can see there's a struggle.
Yeah, we had Brace Gang, and now she's far maybe. You understand?
Is she far?
I don't know.
I don't know also. That's my G, by the way, but I don't know if she's far, but I feel like I don't know what she's gonna do next. But if she can go back to what she was doing and continue with that, she's gonna be fine. That girl got the aura, the energy is on another level. So I feel like me on my side, I know a lot of girls, but people that can put them out there always want something from them.
It's always the case.
It's always the case. So, but then we are trying. On our side, we are trying because I know a lot of the girls that can sing and I know a lot of girls that can dance. We're actually gonna host a show, a dance battle show. So we wanna try out something. If there's a dance battle, there are gonna be performances, obviously. So we are gonna try and and have a lot of things in one place, but then it's mainly a dance battle. So yeah, we're trying to find something. Especially if we can get the dancers, we might find something else in there. So yeah, that's what we want to do, and then we collaborate the arts and culture. Maybe something can come up, and then once out of town or I think they're gonna be open to doing it. Because of Banyana don't want to do something for free, dog. Yeah, they value whatever that they do. I'm sorry, even if it's sex, they value it. Or I'm gonna put in my energy here. You need to pay me. I'm sorry. That's why the managers buy the Banyana, because they don't play like that.
Yeah. True.
They don't play like that.
Now, before we close, I want you to give out a word like a kasi. A word to just anyone, a random person who's trying out there, and maybe just a word that's in your mind, and someone who's looking up to you as a person, as a brand, as an artist, as a Abuti or an uncle.
Yeah, let's just keep going for the person who's looking up to you. You don't know who's looking up to you, but just keep going, put people on, work together, and a lot of things will change. A lot of things that you won't believe will change. One time. There's a lot of shit that is going on more There's the motivation is not the one. Like they're inspiring kids with. It's like, no, we can't. So it's like, this is what we're taking out our babies to. It's like, no, we need something different. We need to work together. We need to work together in a very positive way. We need to change cars. We need to motivate people. It's possible to do the right things and still make money. So yeah, and we need to put God first. So that one. Yeah, now I just need people to get it, because that's what I'm trying to do. Put people on how I can, and then I feel like even that way God will bless. So yeah, that's what it is.
So man, there's this thing that's happening these days. I see, and it has been happening, but Joe, nowadays caught my attention. What's the reason behind the actors' failure in the industry? Why, nama soccer player are cool.
Yeah.
If you can check, Joe, they always come back to the streets. They always come back. Why is it like that? Because if maybe you have studied an acting like a scale, you're supposed to make money out of that, and your life has to be sustained. You have to join policies or whatsoever that will make your life to be at the same place or to upgrade. Why do you think it's that at some point we'll see Bangman was a star yesterday, today flop?
It could be a lot of things. You can't point out one thing. Well, you can point out one thing, but then it could be a lot of things. It's actually a lot of things, because what a person is facing in life, sometimes we don't know. We see a person running, we'll go ground when we think everything is good. You see a person performing, go stage, you think it's good. You see a person go TV and act. They're acting. They have real lives. As a person, you are going through a lot. You are not even in their position. So I feel like it's what you're going through as a person. I know as a person. So some things. Let's just say majority of people go to stress. How you handle yourself when you're drunk is the main thing. So I feel like it's what people are going through, and it could be black magic, it could be go high, how you're treated, it could be how you grew up and everything comes back. It could be a lot of things on top. So sometimes these people they come back, but that is the trick. How you come back on top, yeah.
How you get up.
Yeah.
So
they went to jail for mistakes they were getting. But then the main thing that we must learn from YouTube, the hard times or it doesn't matter how
still stands on yourself.
Unstoppable. So I feel like life, not only when you're at the top, even when you're in the bottom, that's when even you're facing it for real, because Okono wave on top. But then Oka believe or don't want to change. So there's hope. You should believe in that and take it on top. Keep praying away. Because I feel like I don't want to just give up, dog. Like, because not only blessings are given and just because of you have this table is a blessing, dog.
True.
If this table wasn't here, dog, or one runner or shot something. Is one of those fast. It's a blessing. You're blessed with this table. So yeah, you just need to pray and get back to work. That's what it is, dog.
And again, yes, with him, I think it's because of like the royalties. Yeah. Because if you can check my music, someone can fall. A city for an example, AKA. It happens so many times, like Guma artist of music. When they leave us, our numbers they make money. But to an artist, they're TV, because their market is so competitive that they can replace you with someone else. So your name can vanish like in just split of time. But then with something that has you and you have like control over it, just like royalties, just like anything, or maybe someone like who owns a program show to say, I have this agency. I wanna put like Abantwana in that's in your name. The royalties, they first come to you. So this thing, it gets me back to the term of ownership. You understand? As blacks, we have to have like that sense of ownership when we're dealing with some things. We don't have to always be a consumer, be on a consumer side. And most of the times when we talk about these things, Nabantu, it takes us back to ignorance. We don't bother ourselves into our industries now. Maybe I say to you, you DJ, and you don't grow because when you join any ECDJ, you find people about me. I don't use that program. They've never tried and see with why I don't use it. What's the reason? What's that I like? They wouldn't even go into detail. People will just see a program and see it with man. This thing, man, for me, it does not work. Just the way they say it, they understand. So I think when it comes to that, it's firstly ownership. You understand? Try to own Uguti. If maybe I'm doing acting, how about I open? That's why they said give back. But people, they don't see Uguti. Hence we spoke about the collaboration. So with more collaborator, you take something, I take something from you. But at the same time, we grow. Understand? Than for me to own you. If I own you, you don't gain anything unless I give it to you. Understand?
It's
so
the corporate way.
The
corporate way, they like owning.
So I think
owning you until you die.
I think if we go that level, you understand? If we go that level to say, okay, I'm into Isibaya, but now I want to have my little Isibaya, you understand? That, and that will be funded by me. And at the end of the day, it will work for you. Your work will like be left unmarked, you understand? Because of that's in your name. Like we see with Karabo Moroka, they are what we call, what's their production?
Or the Ferguson.
The Ferguson, you understand?
Ferguson
Yeah, so now that thing, it's in their name. Like
I feel like yeah, you are right. I feel like a lot of people also a simple thing like being working, push up right. Sometimes some people they get boxed in. They forgot already. They have to do this and this and that. The most important things. And so, because they be boxed in and then they be introduced into a lot of things and a lot of people. And so now it's easy for you to lose focus just because of you're gonna earn money, you're gonna be able to have something to eat every day. And so it's so easy, dog. But unlike when you're broken home and then the only thing you can think about is pushing you. And so when you have money, you're gonna push that. And so, but the whole some over distracted. Now the focus is gonna shift. Okay, little you want a lot of them. So actually, you won't invest in what you're doing unless maybe you're gonna invest maybe 20% of whatever you have. So I feel like now when they're working, it limits them. And personally, on a lot of things that they need to do in the background for one sharp. Yeah, so I feel like Spanish says it's all about and they forget or they have to work on themselves and they never bite. But everything was working smoothly more like your owner. But it was because of the job. And that job was taking something from you. And it was taking also something in you. So that is what I think. I just always feel like Spanish they will box you in. If you or now was my purpose. So what am I supposed to do? So about the Spanish it's not you.
Once it's chai, it's chai.
Once it's chai, it's chai. And when you don't have something to fall back on that you're investing in, then it's a problem.
Yeah, well, so I think if we can Joe, try. Me and you, we are in this industry. We are doing this. We have to try and maybe teach people about this thing here, ownership. It's very important and imperative. Because at the same time, Joe, like giving back. If some people can just think of this thing, you will teach. Giving back does not take anything from you, Joe. You understand?
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and it helps you now to say with Joe man. Remember when okay, 3D wadi wadi dance shows. Yeah, okay, 3D wadi studio sessions. And then you always hyped up, you understand? So I think if we can just go back, and even now we don't forget ShopRite, because my uncle was Paneda, my mom was Paneda, mama was Paneda. So that thing to us now, it has like a good image, Korean. No matter what you find in there of it is not good, but for the fact that for us it's good, you understand? So it's the same mentality that we have to put in to say with Baba, me I'm gonna work to be an owner of something, you understand? Whether you're in this industry or you're in that industry, just try and find information on how you can really be that CEO, that smaller CEO. Gespana ShopRite, I know how they move. I know their market. I know how they put their price. I know daily routines on how they maintain the shop. Joe, I can just put my little shop because I have two girls, two boys, you understand? And then operate the same way. You understand? So it's that thing you gotta know what's the vision of whatever thing that you wanna put on, you understand? And go with it, because as you've mentioned, people they forget. And how they forget, they go in, they start making that place their own because they wanna earn an image or a position to say, I'm the best at doing this. Understand? And I when we talk about business, there is this term, intrapreneurship. They say when you're an entrepreneur in someone's business, it's like me being an entrepreneur, sorting everything, but then you're not owning the store. So how about you use those skills whenever you're not at work? You understand? Because at some point you have gotten yourself into that place, and now you're a regular in that place. So that's what you know.
You gotta take knowledge.
And mom, you can easily plan it. So I think that's what we are lacking as people, and we focus too much on pleasing, even the host.
Focus more on the sometimes focusing more on the money. It's a mess, you know.
On its own.
Yeah, I once heard a term from my friend's system saying, "Dog, you know, we were so broke at that time." I remember this guy was like, "Dog, do you know some people? It's a shame that they all they got is money." On top, I was like, "What are you saying, dog? Dog, all they got is money, nothing else. If they lose that money, I wanna see."
Yeah.
Because it's just paper, you know? Yeah. So there's a lot of things that you need to gain. Come on, all you have is money. What else? So that means you want knowledge anyway, yeah. So you need to work on ourselves. And then when you have money, that's when you're gonna say, I'm wealthy. Because now you're gonna know what to do. And then now you have money, and then now you're gonna join the insurance staff. You're gonna join you're gonna have to pay the account. Why don't you create those things for yourself? Why don't you have insurance within yourself?
Yeah.
Pay yourself that money.
Law firm.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
keep it here. So whatever that comes in, it's a plus. Yeah. So we don't have that mentality. We think we're having accounts, having a credit score and all that. You can use one thing for credit score, and then you move. You do your thing.
And I think people like they believe in those things. They wanna serve instead of, you understand, instead of having being served, you understand. So that's very bad for our economy. So yeah, man, I think we will have a session maybe where we talk mostly about this human basic life thing. So
not about me, just about life.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
So nice. I think we will just tap in because Vele today was about understand about you and the work that you are doing and everything that concerns U3D in the industry. U3D as an artist, you understand. So yeah, man, I wish you all luck on your album, the next music video with that crazy song. Yeah, man.
All of us, we are coming.
Yeah, so I wish
you work a lot.
Yeah. So it's 2025 for everything, man. We're taking over the space, and Mamelodi is already, you understand,
Mamelodi is on the map. If you can see social, actually. So yeah, I will hear with you.
So So yeah, man. Anyway, we will have the chat, man. Thank you for being here again. Thank you.
I appreciate the time, man. I appreciate the time. Thank you for the PS. You don't get that everywhere, dog.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I will. So, man, as you know what it is, this is your boy Focus King. I'm right here with Mr. D3D himself. Is the DJ. He's a dancer, and I may say a producer because he have produced a lot of artists like Ekasi. So you might find him on the socials as 3D. 3D SA 3D underscore Twitter SA, and then Instagram
DJ 3D SA, Facebook Melo Moms.
And that's all. Until to the next episode. Thank you so much.
I will chop it up quick.
For it.